When archaeologists carefully lifted a fragile strip of hide from the floor of a dry cave in Oregon, they assumed at first that it was simply another fragment of animal skin left behind by time, brittle and ordinary, one more remnant of a distant past that rarely survives in organic form. But as the team examined the piece more closely, they noticed something that immediately changed the meaning of what they were holding in their hands, because along one edge were small, evenly spaced punctures threaded with twisted fiber, unmistakable evidence that this hide had not merely been worn or draped, but deliberately cut and sewn into shape. Radiocarbon analysis later confirmed what seemed almost impossible, revealing that the fragment dated back nearly 12,000 years, placing its creation near the end of the last ice age and making it one of the oldest known pieces of constructed clothing ever discovered in North America. The discovery was made inside Cougar Mountain Cave, located in south-central Oregon, where extremely dry conditions inside the cave created a rare natural environment capable of preserving fragile organic materials that would normally decay within decades, including plant fibers, cordage, and sections of stitched hide. Unlike stone tools or bone implements, which commonly survive for thousands of years in the archaeological record, clothing almost always disappears, meaning that entire chapters of early human innovation have remained invisible simply because the materials themselves could not endure. This fragment changes that silence. The hide appears to have come from elk, yet it was not left in its natural state because its edges had been intentionally trimmed and pierced, and the threading that once passed through it was made from tightly twisted plant fibers, combined with strands of animal hair, braided in a way that suggests both experimentation and experience rather than random improvisation. Nearby, archaeologists also uncovered bone needles carefully shaped for piercing and sewing, reinforcing the conclusion that this was not an isolated accident of preservation, but part of a broader toolkit dedicated to garment construction. Around 10,000 BCE, when this piece was stitched together, the global climate was still unstable, and the Younger Dryas period had introduced sudden and severe cooling across much of the northern hemisphere, creating winters that would have tested even the most resilient communities. In such conditions, loosely wrapped animal skins would have offered limited protection against wind and prolonged exposure, whereas tailored garments stitched to fit the body would have trapped heat more efficiently, reduced airflow, and allowed greater mobility during hunting and migration. The craftsmanship visible in this small fragment suggests that by 12,000 years ago, the people living in this region had already developed refined survival technologies, passing knowledge across generations, and perfecting techniques that allowed them to endure dramatic environmental shifts. Similar ancient fibers have been discovered in other parts of the world, some even older. Yet sewn hide garments from this period in North America remain extraordinarily rare, making this find particularly significant because it demonstrates garment construction rather than simple textile production. The cave's dryness was essential to this preservation because without it, the hide and fibers would have decomposed long ago, leaving no trace that such technological refinement existed in this era. If one fragment survived here, it raises a larger question about how many others once existed across the continent, now lost to moisture, soil, and the slow erosion of time. What appears today as a small and fragile fragment is in reality a powerful reminder that civilization did not begin with monuments but with survival, crafted stitch by deliberate stitch inside a cave that preserved a story almost erased by time. If you like this finding, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button to not miss latest discoveries. Stay tuned.